Whoa!
Hi.
Oh, we're on this one right now.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
It's not what we practiced, but that's great.
Yeah, just for the start. Kelly Preston, hello.
Hi, Kelly. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah. So it's been a minute.
Couple minutes.
Thanks for popping in.
Yeah.
We've both been super busy with work, real life work. So we have not been super active. But, you know, we've been talking on the Discord a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Also,
we're live.
Our music, again, is in a different setup this time. So if you can hear echo, please let us know. Or if you can hear the music at all, I guess. If you have any feedback, let us know.
We're here to hear your feedback.
Yep. Okay, so today we are doing an unboxing. And in fact, it's kind of a lie because it's 2 unboxings.
Bonus content.
We've received 2 packages from WizKids. One we got a little while ago. We didn't do anything with because we haven't done anything. However, the other one is much bigger, and so we're actually going to open both of those today and take a look.
Great.
Yeah. So, of course, you know, disclaimer. Thank you to WizKids for sending all this stuff over for review. Yeah. They didn't pay it. They don't pay us. But we get free stuff, so that works for me.
Same.
All right, here we go.
How's everyone doing? In the time since we last saw you, maybe not since we last saw you, but we've started a new campaign with our Monday night group, and it's going really well. We have been off for like 8 weeks because life has been really busy and complicated,
Yeah.
but it's going great. I hope your games are going well.
Okay, so we're going to switch the camera over. Bum, bum, bum. Boom. Okay. I'm not sure if we're on focus mode or not.
Hey, Luke.
Luke.
Glad you're here.
And Roland.
Back again. Roland's back. He's a friend.
All right. Here, so you want to do these?
Sure.
All right. So we finally got some Nolzer, well, not Nolzers. Wait, I figured you'd show the box first. These are unpainted.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we do them one at a time, we can hold them up a little bit.
Sure, but I wanted to get all the noise out of the way at once.
Okay. So these are actually Critical Role minis. Uh-oh. Shout out to Steve Baruti, everybody.
Hi, Steve.
Steve Baruti watching live from the restaurant. He's out
Wasn't
to
sure where
dinner.
that rest was going to go.
Yep. Critical Knowles. Everybody, just so you know, let's see. Here, if you ever see this man, if you ever see him, run for the hills. Because he will give you a hug. Steve Baruti. I don't know if you can see Steve Baruti.
One of my favorite things about Steve Baruti is that on Valentine's Day, he gave out Valentines to his coworkers, including Eric. And I just think that that's really sweet for men in their 30s to do. I like it. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a platinum golem. You know, it looks cool. It's unpainted, which is a little different for us. We usually look at painted minis. Of course, we do paint minis every now and again. I paint them once a year for ReaperCon, but I think this is cool. I don't know what a platinum golem is, but assuming that platinum is better than gold, is better than iron.
Yeah. Well, iron golems are tough.
Right, exactly. I think that this looks particularly good. Like, it looks like a high quality thing. It's got kind of advanced mechanical plates on it. It's not like a bunch of rusty iron pulled together. I would paint this very nicely because it's a higher quality item.
Yeah, I would definitely try to make it fancy, for sure.
And I think the sculpt on it just shows that. I think it looks elevated, and I love the dynamic pose. So often iron golems, I think, any kind of golem, I think we often see kind of static to show off how robotic they are. And this one moves like a big scary person, and I bet it's got pretty good dexterity. Okay. Is this also
That's an iron. Yeah.
So yeah, that this one just has kind of more detail in its chest.
I bet you're thinking of a shield guardian.
Yes, I am.
Just standing there.
Yeah. Cool. And they come with clear bases, which I don't know. How do you feel about these bases being clear if there's nothing on the bottom of them?
So, yeah. At the end of the day, with the clear base drama, I'm conflicted. I think the clear bases, I do like, that you can see the ground beneath it, but honestly, if I had to pick one or the other, I'd probably pick black base.
Sure.
I'm okay with the clear bases, but that's where I'd land. All right, so we've got up next Ashari, Stone Guard, and the Sky Dancer. I hear Eric is all about that base. That's true.
Clear base.
All right, I'll go first on these ones.
Great.
All right, so this is the Stone Guard. So I recognize the word Ashari from the
HBO series for grown-ups?
Amazon show. G.I. Joe Luke. Luke, I think you could be a G.I. Joe. I mean, this is a pretty cool mini.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. I like how beefy it is. I thought the Ashari were elves, and maybe this is an elf, which would be kind of a cool. He's got the ears, but
Yeah, I thought he was like a furbolg.
me too. But in the show,
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
remember the show.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And then this is the Sky Dancer. This one I think is a little basic. We got that cool hair, the clear hair, so you can do something with that. But the pose is kind of like a comic book pose.
Yeah, I guess so. Ashari is supposed to be a race.
I thought it was like a collective of elves, is what I thought.
Okay, I'm just thinking like body type wise, that is a very thin, small, feminized body. Whereas like if we're talking about furbolgs, male and female furbolgs are large, stocky creatures, and these are distinctly heights and everything. So if it's a collective, it doesn't matter what everybody looks like. But if they're meant to be a male and female version of the same race, they're kind of weird. What are you looking for?
I was looking for where you put this, but I haven't.
Oh.
All right, up next
Is the serpent folk.
And just to be clear, we just have 4 of these unpainted. The rest are all pre-painted. So if you're here for pre-painted, give us a second.
This is the serpent folk and serpent folk ghost. So basically,
Ooh, up a little bit.
a solid and an acrylic clear. I love clear minis.
Yeah.
I just think they're great. It's nice that they've got 2 different weapons, so you can have a ghost with a glaive and a non-ghost with daggers.
Mr. Hasbro sends his regards. Thank you, that one pie guy. I love pie.
Me too. I went to a restaurant in California when I was there last week called I Like Pie, or I Love Pie. I don't remember, but I had a pineapple upside down pie, and it changed my life. Okay. The scale detail on this is really fantastic.
So I wasn't trying to push you all the way out. Sorry.
That's fine.
We're drinking bubbly today.
I just have water. Yeah. Looks like a serpent folk, and I'm always going to like an acrylic clear.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, these look good.
All right. One more from this set.
Do 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 do. Give me the card. All right, Oni. So Oni is an ogre mage. Initial picture looks. I also just really like the branding, like the color for WizKids for the Critical Role stuff with this.
I don't know. It looks like a nursery color scheme to me. It's too pastel-y.
That's fair. I just
I'm
a
glad
lot,
you
a
like
lot,
it.
a lot of stuff is like hardcore or
I
something.
agree.
So I think it's a change of pace.
It is a nice change. That's true. All right. So the Oni. Yeah. This looks like what I believe an Oni should or does look like. He's got a silly little butt. Nice stitching detail going on in the back. He's got kind of like, I mean, they're not grommets, but some hooks and some thick stitches to keep his clothes on. Great studded leather back here. Lots of really nice detail. Even, I think it might be hard to see, but this is...
A foot?
It almost looks like a face
Where?
on his shin guard.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah. Fantastic detail. I think this material also feels really nice. I've never painted one of these, but I feel like paint would stick to it really well.
You've only painted Reaper? You've never painted a WizKids?
I think.
Vanderhub.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have yours over here.
Well, this material feels different from what I'm used to, and it might honestly just be because it's unpainted, unwashed, all that kind of stuff. So, but it feels really nice.
He didn't. And then if you just want to set that somewhere.
Sure.
All right. Let's do...
I'm drinking bubbly as well. No joke. What flavor do you have, Luke?
Yeah, I've got watermelon. Bum, ba-da-dun, dun, dun.
Vox Machina.
Now, these are the characters from the cartoon show. But I think these are like leveled up versions. Because in the show, like this guy just got wings.
Oh.
But I don't think I've seen wings here.
Okay.
And these costumes seem just a little bit fancier. But I'm not sure of that, but that's...
It's a hunch.
There.
They are next on my list, says Kelly.
So, well, yeah, we'll keep these in the boxes.
Trinket looks good.
There you go.
Okay, I'm sold. It's a bear and deer. Yep. I love it. It's super cute. I don't know what this thing's deal is. Trinket, 8 of 8. I don't know. Oh. Okay, Trinket. That's who you were talking about. I thought that Trinket was the name of the small woman with wings. Trinket does look good. Cute, sweet face. Could do with a little bit more detail. It looks like the leather straps on their armor is the same as their skin, or fur rather. It's also got a real life hair on it.
How?
It might be a string. Yeah. I love this beetle-like armor. Like, this just looks like the back of a beetle to me. And I think that's wonderful that it's faceted to fit a bear.
We're super zoomed, huh?
Yeah, well, this is what happens when you leave me in charge.
So this is the WizKids brown bear from, I think, Waterdeep. Passion fruit bubbly. That's a good one.
Yeah, there's really nice detail on the muzzle here. It might not totally show on camera, but it's a good-looking bear.
Yeah.
And
it's
a
fun.
step
It's a
up
fun
from
bear.
this.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. We have number 1, Scanlan Short Halt. So if you...
Halt, not hilt.
Nope. Halt. So this is a bard.
Oh.
And this is a very dirty person. Lots of innuendos.
Ah.
So no, small. Like I've got foot. These are not dirty fingernails, by the way. This is sock fuzz. I took my socks off and they got really fuzzy.
I would rather think it's dirt.
Oh. The small minis are always hard to do decent detail on.
I agree.
For pre-painted.
Yeah.
That said, I mean, I think this is pretty fine. I don't think this is a great mini, but...
Yeah. 2 distinct eyes.
Yeah.
2 distinct eyebrows.
It's not messed up.
Yeah.
It's a win.
Yeah.
I will misspell some things.
You and me both.
Bears in armor are only outclassed by polar bears in armor. The alethiometer. Oh, his Dark Materials on HBO.
The bears are back in town.
The bards.
If the bears want to fight, you better let them. If the bards want to fight, you better let them. I'm going to pull up this wingling friend. So this is Vaxildan.
Yep, yeah.
Cool pose. Cool jagged little pill / sword.
He's wearing like super magic armor. Mm-hmm. And he starts out as, I believe, a rogue. But then he multi-classes into a warlock.
Oh.
Ancient spoilers to save his sister.
Muy dangerous.
His twin sister.
Looks like kind of at the top of the cape there's some glue that maybe got out of hand with some sheen there. And the wings are matte black and their cloak is matte black. And maybe that's the way that it's supposed to be, but their pants at least seem to have a little bit of sheen to it. So it kind of seems like they used 2 different blacks on this one. Maybe they could have used 3.
Yeah.
But
I love the pose.
I love the pose. Distinct eyeballs again, maybe a little bit off to the one side.
Yeah.
And it very much looks like he's wearing a wig, but that's just part of it. I do like the 2 locks of hair in front, just like Legolas. So.
Yeah. Grab her. So this is his sister, Vex. Vex and Vexalia.
Vexalia. Yeah.
So Trinket is hers, by the way.
Got it. This is the most expression that we've seen on a mini. I know that our bard a moment ago was allegedly singing, but I think this is just a little bit better done. I love it when we see a woman with her hair pulled back and not all up in her face, because having your hair in your face makes fighting difficult. And
that's feathers in her hair.
Ah, okay.
Decorative feathers.
Yeah. It's hard to get something from a cartoon to a mini format. Like Eric was saying, on a small creature, their details are going to be lost. I think they shot for the moon and landed among the stars with this.
Luke, you cannot go and paint unless you're painting for the Spud Club painting challenge. You will, it's Dragon Claw, so go paint Smaug.
There you go.
And submit Smaug.
Yeah, that can be part of your Lord of the Rings.
March Dragon Claw theme. Owlbear feathers, yeah.
Oh, good to know. You do this one. Looks cool.
All right, so this is Keyleth. She is a druid. Starts out like a air druid, I think. And then kind of like Avatar, at least in the show. And then has to go like, she just mastered fire powers. And then she got like a fire outfit. But now I don't know what this cloak is.
Looks like leaves to me.
These fingers make me think of Scarlet Witch.
Her face makes me think of Moira Rose because she's got like a bit of a vacant expression, but piercing, freezing cold blue eyes.
That's Hobbit. Okay, I'm sorry, Luke, that I'm considering all of Tolkien's work. And are these tattoos?
It looks like at least some kind of decorative kind of tribal banding on her arms in the box.
Yeah, I think this is a really cool mini. I really think the paint job's good. I think the pose is good. One thing I like about this pose is that this is a feminine pose to me.
Sure.
But it's not like sexualized.
Yeah.
I think it's a great pose.
I would agree with that.
What do you think?
I think the cape is really fun, whether it's like spring, summer, fall leaves or what's going on there. I like that. I like the at least attempt, and a pretty good one, on her tattoos, whatever we have there. Even if they're maybe inconsistently applied, they don't quite line up on this arm.
Yeah, but going all the way around the arm, I think
it's ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, that she looks like Moira Rose when Jocelyn is talking to her. I'm sold.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
All right, this is Pike Trickfoot. I wanted to confirm, but I thought so. This is a cleric of, well, I don't know if it changed for the show between the movie or the show and the game, but of the Everlight. And I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So she's, I think, also a gnome. Maybe a halfling, but I think a gnome.
Yeah, on the box art, her shield is more in front of her, so I couldn't tell if she was just squatting down or if she was quite small.
Yeah. I don't know if she's actually a paladin or something, but it seems like a cleric.
Such posture. Pike is awesome.
Yeah.
It's my first mini painting, so not great. Good luck, Luke. We all got to start somewhere.
And you better post it on the Discord.
Yeah, do it. It'll be fun.
It'll be super fun. You gnome it. Yeah, I think the pose, again, is great. I think the armor is... I think we're as detailed as I can reasonably expect for a small mini.
I agree. I think what is she holding in her hand?
A mace.
Yeah, I think her mace is really cool. I don't see that style of mace very often. So, yeah, I like it. I want to do the next two.
Yeah, sure.
This is Percival de Rollo.
And that's just the friendly name. He's got a very long like noble title name.
Okay. Because he's so pale, it's difficult to get focused on his face. Story of my life. I'm not sure if this mark is supposed to be here or if that's errant paint.
I don't recall the mark.
In person, it looks more black than it does bright blue here, so I was willing to believe it was meant to be some sort of mark. I think that this bird skull on his back is amazing.
You wouldn't in the show.
Fair enough. We don't play with guns, so that doesn't super appeal to me, but as a human person, this is what I want all of my D&D characters to be wearing. Boots, pants, a vest, a high-collared thing with a brooch, and a trench coaty jacket that also has a cape. That's what I want on one side. That's what I want all of my characters to wear.
Yeah.
I love that. And
so his little gun, at least in the show, is each like barrel magically has the name of one of the people who like killed his family, and so like when he goes like berserker mode, this like shadow demon thing takes him over and starts blasting, and then once one of those people die, the name sizzles off.
Okay, that sounds really cheesy and dumb.
It is.
Kelly telling me that that's a plague mask. Yeah, now I'm not interested. Yeah. I don't care for plague masks at all. Which is why I knew I wouldn't like it. But Percy and I have the same haircut, and I like that too. Mine's just a little bit shorter at the neck.
He's got a sister too.
And he's also blind in some ways. I choose contacts over glasses, but...
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that I wouldn't like this character, but I think this mini is fantastic and everything that I want.
And then...
Bam, 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 bam.
Grog
Strongjaw. Okay, so I really wanted to do this because playing a Goliath was one of the highlights of my life. Certainly one of the highlights of my D&D life. Grog also has a skull of some variety for his shoulder armor. Is that a pauldron?
Yeah.
I always think that, like, one... Remember in, like, 2004 when one shoulder tops were very, very popular, and you can still find them now, but... Bam, 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 bam. Seeing a man in a one-shoulder top is always hilarious to me, and I know that that's not what's happening, but it kind of is, and I'm allowed to love that. This, another ambitious back tattoo that unfortunately is a wolf of some kind that seems to have a broken jaw. It's gone full snake. It just doesn't connect well. The stamp didn't line up. It doesn't look good, but I appreciate the attempt.
I like the back of his beard. It's white, unpainted.
Oh, I see.
So, you might say, but he's a Goliath. I didn't think they had a lot of hair. How does he have a beard?
Does he have a belt of dwarven strength?
Kind, yeah.
Yay! That's miraculous. We had a robot with a belt of dwarven kind who would roll for beard. And it was things like a Captain Jack Sparrow, but made of steel wool, or a brass-colored... It was fantastic.
Yeah. So he actually has a couple different weapons throughout, at least through the show. Mm-hmm. And one of them is like a sword that like drains blood and drives him berserk and stuff. I think that's a different one than this, but yeah.
Well, I genuinely love a man in eyeliner, so this really speaks to me.
Yeah.
That's all. Oh, last thing is just I love this dynamic pose. They've done a really good job not making anybody... I don't think anybody really stands on their 2 feet just kind of like a town guard.
Even Percy's got like his leg
Yeah,
back.
Percy has some swagger to him.
Yeah.
He's hyperextended his knees.
Swagalag.
Yeah. Swagalag, of course. The formal name. All right, that's that.
All right. Let's see. Bear, go away. Okay.
I think he has the Sword of Cox.
That's like an artifact.
I see.
Woo!
Whoa!
Okay, this up next from Exandria. This is Monsters 3. We're standing at the desk, so our zoom's a little off. This looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think we've got some cool things in here.
I don't know what a Gurix is, but I look forward to learning more.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Definitely not cervix. Okay.
I already know what that is.
And we brought knives.
I don't know what Vox Machina means. but there's also Deus Ex Machina, and those are the only two experiences that I have with the word Machina.
Yeah. So that's the name of their adventuring party.
Got it.
And Vox is like a voice.
Yeah. And what's Machina?
Machine.
Okay, so Deus Ex Machina is
God machine.
Oh, thank you. Look what I'm learning. Latin through Dungeons and Dragons. How exciting.
All right, here.
I assume this is Latin.
Yeah. Do this one first.
I hate it. I hate it with everything that I am. This is Abyssal Abomination, and I agree. 2 out of 5. This is awful. I don't like touching it. It's haunting and haunted. And this is one that I feel like in the dead of night I will hear scurrying across my bedroom floor and just wait for death to come. I hate it.
That's
Voice
fair.
in the machine. I think it was a joke on the fact that they are all voice actors.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, this is gross. Touching it is very upsetting. It's very cool that its tendrils pull it off the ground, and I assume that it moves like Doc Ock.
Here, Asmar. Did that work? Did I do it right?
I hate it.
It does remind. It is like Stranger Things stuff. All right, here. This one you'll think is cuties.
He's right.
Another
It's
box.
Symphior, 1 of 5. It's a ghouly angel big head. Look at it go. I don't know why it has an oversized head. I don't know why it's like a nudie little angel, but with a big head and also coated in like dead gray skin color. So maybe it's meant to be like a tiny demon who's trying to be an angel with its white wings. I don't know what's happening here, but I'm fascinated by it. This is one of those, and it's also like super jacked. Like
Yeah.
this is not.
He's got to carry his big head.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know why he needs arm and calf strength to do that. This is wild to me. It's horrifying, and I love it, and I want to learn more about it.
All right. Here, you do this one, and then I'll do these two.
Naga Abomination, 3 of 5.
Ooh. Not gonna lie, I think it looks pretty cool.
That baby strength. Like an evil cherub. I agree. Evil cherub. His neck must be so muscle. You're exactly right.
So muscle.
So muscle. Much wow. Yeah. This is fine. It's funny that this one has a bun.
Yeah. It's kind of like a baby Tiamat, too.
I get that these are teeny horns around the hairline, but I thought it might be like stitched on. Like they're wearing a sewn on wig. This is fine, but how many times am I going to have to see a multi-headed snake in this game? You know what I mean? It doesn't. I think the colors are interesting. The paint job's good, but we have so many of these things. It doesn't speak to me personally.
All right. Let's start with the grunt. Servant of Gurix. So, I think this looks awesome.
Servant of Cervix.
This is, I'm forgetting.
If Tiamat was Yanti, excellent observation. Snake, a snake. Oh. Snake. Ooh, it's a snake. Badger, 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 mushroom.
What?
Snake, a snake. Oh, it's a snake. I thought.
Well, I forget the name of it. What? Oh, Aaron Yees.
No.
Aaron, yes. Aaron Yees. Here, I'm gonna stand in the middle now.
I can't help it.
Yeah. You've never let me down, says Roland.
Thank you so much.
So like an Aaron, yes, Aaron Yees. Love the gradient on here.
Yeah.
Would never expect this quality of a gradient on one of these. Really, really good. I think we've got awesome detail on that face here. We can zoom in a little more. Look at that.
Wow.
Cool mask. Great armor.
Yeah.
Really good detail down here. Cool, fun pose.
Yeah.
The bow and arrow makes me definitely think this is an Aaron. Yes, thank you. Aaron, yes. Aaron Yees.
Thanks, everyone.
Ernese, yeah. Like this mini, I think is like a 5-star.
Hi, Brian.
Brian Daly.
I didn't even notice you were here. I'm sorry.
Brian Daly, go paint a mini. Dragon Claw.
Once we're done with this stream.
Yeah. It's like
so glad you're
Avengers
here.
of their son, yeah. No, I think this is great. I think this is absolutely phenomenal.
I super agree. Is she wearing a hood? What's that gold ring around her face?
Yeah, like a hood and those little horns coming out of it. Like she has the
Okay,
horns.
so she's got holes cut for her horns, which makes
Yeah.
it very difficult to put on.
And her hair.
I mean, her hair is incredible. There's so much movement in this mini. It's beautiful.
Yeah, excellent work.
Yeah.
Okay, so that thing, Servant of Gurix, works for Gurix. Is this a pit fiend? I bet it's a pit fiend. It's large. I think pit fiends are large. I'm painting a mini. Good. I'm happy to hear that.
Me too.
I think this is a very good mini. I'm not, like, the pose is awesome. The sculpt is great. The paint job, I think, is totally good. But the servant one is just, like, stellar.
I agree.
Like I'm very happy with this one, but the other one is exceptional.
I agree, especially considering it's smaller than this.
I love the fire just roiling out of its mouth. I think that's awesome.
That is a big boy.
Love these spiky gauntlets because it's just like smash.
Yeah.
And I am a little disappointed that all the black is just black and that there's so much of it.
Sure.
I think even just like some gray or something would have been nice.
Yeah.
But not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Overall, I think this is a very good.
I totally agree. I have nothing to add to this, but I just want to...
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Her wings are not only a gradient from like dark to light here, but they're darker in the creases here. And that seems to be intentional because it's on both sides, not an accident. So there's even some like shadow shading where her wings are folded in on themselves. And that's absolutely amazing to me. This is maybe one of the best pre-painted minis I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I love how thick the wings are. A lot of times the wings are, we're a little afraid they're going to break.
Yeah, these won't.
Yeah.
So cool.
Definitely a 5 out of 5.
So cool.
Monsters of Exandria. I think all the monster sets of Exandria have been really cool.
Well, having looked on the box, and I won't be able to show you, but looking at this thing, the artwork on the box, I have even more questions. I can't wait to learn about it. It's horrifying.
Okay, so everything we just went through was all that stuff. That's what we got in our last shipment. And so now we're going to go to the new box, which has more stuff in it, which is awesome. But before we do that, the Spud Club Painting Challenge, our monthly painting contest that we put on, has a theme. March's theme is Dragon Claw. So however you want to interpret that, go for it. And right now we've got our fan favorite voting taking place on our Discord, discord.gg/FryMinis, links in the description. And so the fan favorite gets an extra payout. So there are prizes for these. And if you're a patron, you win more money. You can win, like, I think we're at $50 now.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's $50. FryMinis.com/SCPC for details. The first place there's a premium pool for patrons, and then there's the free to enter pool, and first place for that I think is $25. So you can still win a lot of money. Your picture of your mini goes up on our website, so you get some recognition there. You can share it. We share it. It's fun. It's free to enter. You just can win more if you're a patron.
Yeah.
And if you're a patron, you get free PDF every month too.
It's fun. It's free. And when cute stuff gets entered, I scream a whole lot, which I won't demonstrate now.
Yeah, she's not joking though.
Yeah.
Okay. So this new box, we did take a look at it, just an initial look at what's in the box. Because sometimes there's like secret stuff that they say don't share this yet. So we just want to make sure there's nothing there. There are things in here, and the first things we're going to look at are things that are not our jam. They're not things that we are super care about. But we'll take a look at them and give initial thoughts on like quality and like how they look.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. I wish there were more cherubs in that box. If there had been a swarm of demon big-headed cherubs, that would have really made me happy.
All right. And I figure we'll just use the face camera for this one. You can open it, I think.
They're plushies.
They're plushies.
And we're not children. We don't have children.
I know a lot of people like plushies
Yeah,
that
that's
aren't
awesome.
children, and that's okay.
Right. And that's fine. But plushies aren't for me. Great detail. This is...
Do you know who this is? Well, I mean, if you
No.
look at it. Okay.
I saw the name and I still don't know. It's a Demogorgon.
The Demogorgon.
Okay, well, it only says Demogorgon.
Yeah.
Okay. Good mix of embroidery versus like different cloth color. It's cute.
It looks like a well-built plushie. I do like the variety, so it matches Demogorgon.
Sure.
Like, I think it would have been easy to do just kind of like a single fabric, kind of like the suit, like people that wear like a Spider-Man suit that's like printed on there. I think it would have been easy to try to get away with that.
Sure.
But that these are all different materials.
I like the spots on their tail.
Yeah, I like that this looks like my head.
No comment. They've got spots on their arm too. Cool.
Which one do you want to do next?
11 needs one of those.
So we've got four plushies.
I don't know what this is. It's a griffin,
Kind of, yeah, it's like a fat baby griffin.
which you know is kind of what I'm all about. Fat, adorable things. Glossy fabric on the beak, almost like a vinyl.
And the feet.
And the feet, so very cool there.
Brian.
Yeah, this is tough.
Yeah.
He's cute, he's fat, he's furry where he should be.
And these wings are pretty thick. Sometimes when they're like attachments like this, they're kind of...
Yeah. I rode griffins a lot in Dungeons and Dragons, or World of Warcraft. The end.
Brian's kid got the griffin.
Oh, does your kid like it? I'm just, like I said, there's nothing wrong with adults who like plushies. You do the rest.
Oh. Well,
do that one.
I was saving your two favorite ones. For...
Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Okay, this one I really do like. This is Kettle Stream from The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and I'm currently playing a Kenku, which really makes me happy. Is this a Kenku?
Yeah.
Okay. I never remember Kenku or Aarakocra. It's got movable little wings on its back, which you could use to like slap your brother or sister in the face, which is kind of fun.
That's good, Brian.
Kind of separate plates on the wings. It's not just one solid piece, so there's some good movement there. Probably less likely to rip. Nice little pleated kind of pan-Hellenic skirt.
Well,
semi-shiny.
In the adventure, you get butterfly wings.
Ah.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I like the big eye. I went for the cute chibi style, or not chibi, anime style.
Yeah, big eye. A semi-gloss on the foot, which is different from the gloss of the beak.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, good materials, good level of detail. Sure.
Do.
This is one of my favorite minis. When Herringon came out, I just thought it was really cool. I had never really thought about playing a bunny person before, because for me a bunny person is just like the white rabbit or the mad rabbit. What's the name of the rabbit at the tea party in Disney's Alice in Wonderland? Doesn't matter.
Toodly boot.
Yep, Toodly Boot. So just the
Agden long scarf.
Agden long scarf has a super cool pre-painted mini that's got like literal hops going on with a clear acrylic base so that his long scarf is actually flying, and that really delights me. This is a very long scarf. It is kind of a thinner material, but sure. Again, a pan-Hellenic little cute skirt. This is the saddest little weapon that I've ever seen. You could not hurt your brother or sister with this. So that's pleasant.
He's a brigand, you know.
The shield kind of comes off.
Is his foot?
You know, he's been kind of stuck in a bag for a little while, so he might need some adjustment somehow, if that's possible.
Sure.
But cute little bunny feet.
Yeah. As far as plushies go, these seem like great plushies.
I agree. Thanks for sending them.
All right. So we've got a bunch of minis in there. But before we get to those, we're going to talk about another product. These Idols of the Realms. So these are 2D acrylic minis that are like in what?
Michael, there's the Mad Hatter, but that's the dude.
The one who's like, I'm late for a very important date.
That's the White Rabbit, but there's a rabbit at the tea party.
Google? I don't know. So these are a thing that I think is a great idea. Because obviously they cost way less than buying full pre-printed minis. You pop them out. There are little circle bases in there. You stand them up. They take up less space.
It's the March Hare.
The March Hare. Oh, yeah. Okay. But he's got yellow hair.
Gosh.
That one. Yeah.
Wrong camera for like 10 minutes.
So these Idols of the Realms, they're super cool. I think they're great for entry people, getting into D&D, starting their collection. When you have this, maybe not my number one thing to pick up.
Sure.
But the art is all great on all these, and I think they're really, really cool.
I absolutely love these, and if I could do it all over again, I wish that we played with these instead of with actual minis. 1, they're compact.
Yeah.
2, they're very easy to dust. 3, they're very simple to assemble. 4, we had some of these, and I went to visit the nephews last month.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely wonderful. And I got to bring them some of these because this flat pack is really great for a suitcase, especially when you don't believe in checking bags. So, which I don't. So, fantastic. And they were so excited to have something three-dimensional and what I hoped would be less breakable than actual minis. The joke is on me. We snapped 3 of them in the span of an hour. And this is children ages 5 to 11. So...
Well, it says 14 plus.
They mean that. I think they mean that. They were pretty easy to assemble. I mean, children helped assemble all of these, and they weren't snapped in that process. But some of the, like, we had a Wild Beyond the Witchlight one with the hags in it, and the wings broke off of one of the ornithopter kind of things, and one of them just snapped straight in half. I don't know how or why. So... I think these are amazing. I love them. They're beautiful and they're so, so cool, but they are a little bit fragile.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we looking at all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Well, I mean, we're not going to open them. So,
sure.
Yeah. All right. So, yep. Okay. So they've got packs. Here. Let's see. So this is Goblinoid. So you've got a pack of, guess what?
Goblinoids.
Yeah, a whole variety, whole different poses. Goblins, obviously. Hobgoblins, bugbears, ogres. Everybody's covered here. And then on the back, and I like that, because these aren't like the blind boxes, like the boxes with the minis with 4, so you know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
And it's got the numbers like 4 goblins. Really, really easy to use.
Yeah.
And I forget how much these are, but here, I've got Miniature Market pulled up. So check this out.
People who don't want their kids to throw around the minis they've painted. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. They don't have to be thrown around, and really, because they're less expensive overall than actual minis, I think, you don't feel so bad when they break. But it also gives the kids a lot more detail to really know what they're looking at. Sometimes with minis, I mean, they can't be as detailed as these. So I really think these are a super cool product.
Yeah, $14.
Oh.
Well, $15 regular price, but at least the snake, one of the upcoming one we're going to look at in a second.
If it wouldn't cause chaos, I would just ship my sister a new flat pack for the kids.
Like literally,
yeah.
Like 1 4-pack of a blind box of pre-painted is $15.
Which is something I'd like to consider.
All right.
I've sorted them into piles of what I want to review and what you can review.
Okay.
You get this pile. I took the snakes for myself. This is a snake den, and it's true to form. I love that there's a person with snakes for arms. I think that that's fantastic.
That's a Yuan-ti.
This is a Yuan-ti with snake arms?
Yeah, there are different forms.
Yuan-ti Malison.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's like this version that's like a snake person.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
There's like a half a snake arms. There's a snake top. There's a snake bottom.
I'm used to the snake bottom or the snake top.
Yeah.
And I know that I was a person who had like snake scales on her neck that she wore a high collar thing, but
Yeah.
that might have been just homebrew kind of made up.
No, you were a Yanti pureblood.
Got it. I forgot that word mattered. Okay. There are flying snakes, which is amazing. I had a snake. His name was Snaky. He was wonderful. This one with like tendrils coming out of its arms. I don't know what's happening here.
Snakes. His arms are snakes.
Oh my gosh. They didn't look like they had heads because they weren't too pointed, but they are. This is amazing. This is the kind of stuff that I got into D&D for.
Yeah,
that scary little dude with the wings that I want to learn more about. And then like muscle dude with snake arms. How does he get so jacked? I don't know. This is incredible. This is fantastical and silly and ridiculous. What is this? This looks like the alien from Aliens, but
Oh, yeah.
it's got a snake head. This is phenomenal.
It's like a assassin one. Whisperer.
Yanti Mind Whisperer.
Yeah.
This is incredible. Woo, your turn. Or do you want me to just go?
Just
Guess what else I picked out for myself? A reptile den. We had a snake den. Now we have a reptile den. It's the best day of my life. Okay. This one looks like what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles look like in the 90s when things got like really extreme, you know? I'm not saying that TMNT ever looked like this, but this is what someone would come up with. It's got like a turtle shell for a shield, and it's got brass knuckles, but they're bones, I think. They might be knuckle daggers. I'm not really sure. And then it's got a mace that might be tied to its own wrist. I can't really tell. And it's got a mohawk. It's got a mohawk, you know? Like, extreme. Oh my gosh. Well, there you have it. But it's absurd and hilarious. There's a T-Rex. I think that's phenomenal. This one's printed upside down, but it's all very exciting. Look at that purple detail. Look how beautiful this deity, royalty, I don't know. Who saw Wakanda Forever? You know how Namor, when he flies, his wings sound like snakes? I think this guy, when he talks, sounds like snakes, even though he's like a reptile and not specifically a snake. This is one of those awful dog reptiles. Let's see. Okay, there's straight up velociraptors. Lizardfolk queen. Yes, queen. I'm sorry I said that. A fighter, just lizardfolk. Ambush drake. Ambush drake. Basilisk. Oh my gosh. There are crocodiles. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I might open it just to play with it in the night. Well, maybe they'll protect me from that awful Doc Ock thing that I unleashed earlier. Okay. Let's all name the Yantis Stanley. Let's name all the Yantis Stanley. Flat Stanley snakes. I had the pleasure of my sister's nephews who are not related to me, but they did Flat Stanley when we lived in Chicago. And I had the pleasure of making Eric take a photo of Flat Stanley along the Chicago River. And then we got to make a postcard out of it. And it was super fun. So this is the Stanley collection, and I love them.
Choochie gang, Choochie gang, Choochie gang.
This is the last one that I preserved for myself, which is Wizards and Warriors. I pulled it because I wanted us each to have 3, and this one has that lizard breathing fire.
Dragonborn.
That Dragonborn breathing fire. I think that's all I really have to say about this set.
You like that one?
I do. I like this person in a wheelchair. I think that's awesome. I like this little person with a book and a fireball in their hand. I like this very classic looking dwarf with a red beard that's got some braids and some pretty details.
Dwarf. And then on the back?
Hang on. I like this person. She's got a high pony, and I think she's really rocking it. Okay. Yeah. So many. For $15.
Mm-hmm.
Sold. I could get into this hobby a lot more if everything were $15 and this detailed.
And they're you can see them on both sides, too.
Oh,
Like
yes.
when you're-
Yeah. The minis themselves are visible through both sides. Yeah. I stood with shoes on his very special back support stylist rug. Like hairstylist.
Beholder Hive. Why do I have this one?
Because I hate them.
Yeah, so this, I love this one though. So I love a good Nothic. Here, I think this is just easy. So this one's only 16.
Oh.
But, I mean, the Beholder's super big.
Yeah, that'll snap real quick.
So we have Orcs, we have Gazers, Minotaurs, Quaggoths, Spectator. I think this is a good set, but I am a little surprised that like Orcs would be working for a Beholder.
Sure.
It seems strange that to me at least, that a beholder would like work with humanoids.
Yeah.
Like the Minotaur, the Nothic, the Gazer, Quaggoths, and Spectator. Totally.
I agree,
What's
Kelly.
that
The T-Rex
noise?
is awesome.
It's like a weird noise outside.
I don't know.
Is it a TV?
TV's off.
Here, you do that one real quick.
Okay. Well, Eric once made us play a Nothic, and I didn't like it. And that's what I have to say about this set. Yeah. Oh! I remember unboxing this mini. What is this thing? The Quaggoth. Okay, Eric already talked about it, but as I've made clear, I'm not here for the names of things. I'm here for how cute or gross they are. And this is like the Grinch, but he got ripped and is covered in mold. So I really love this one. The Spectator is fine, but its eye looks like cracked, scorched, dry dirt, and I don't like that. And then there are orcs. Yeah, the orcs are a little boring and kind of weird. Like Eric was saying, I don't know why you would need all of those in one set. But the Quaggoth has my vote. So this set is worth the $15 for that alone. Okay, last one, which again, I saved for Eric, but he's off, hopefully not starting our own little horror movie. And it's a Lich Tomb. You can make a D&D fun house with those. You can! A fun house of horrors. Yeah, I wanted Eric to do this one because I don't really like undead stuff. And this undead zombie beholder really bums me out. Oh, good.
I don't know what it was.
Okay. You can finish this one.
Okay.
I know. That's why I chose it for you.
Yeah. I think it's a great set. So we're down to 16 again here. The Beholder Zombie, the Four-Armed Gargoyle. So some of these I think kind of align a little bit with some of the adventures. A Lich, Tomb Guardian. I don't know what a Tomb Guardian is. That must be from an adventure or something. And then we've got all these different kind of zombies. Like this zombie is a Chult zombie, I think.
I don't think you can say that.
Skull Lord, Wraith, and the Lich, of course. I think this is a good set. So something like this, though, because zombies and skeletons are like the cheapest minis you can get.
Sure.
So I would say this is like the least impactful of these. But still, $15. What are you gonna like?
Yeah, I think that there might be a zombie beholder in Minecraft because one of the nephews loves to talk to me about zombie beholders, and so that alone might be worth the purchase price. Like, the rest of the set is kind of boring and whatever, but if you get a zombie beholder, cool.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But sometimes kids are gross. What are you going to do?
We have many zombies.
I'm aware. Oh, can you find the mini of the Jack Grinch with mold? Oh! I like this zombie beholder because Eric had many of them, so he let me put eyelashes on it. Yes, that's an actual set of eyelashes that I bought off the internet to put on my own face when I was, felt like experimenting with false eyelashes. But they look a lot better on this beholder zombie.
Tell me what you asked me to find.
The Quaggoth.
Yeah.
Don't we have that mini?
Yeah.
I asked you to find the jacked Grinch with mold on it.
Oh, yes.
Do you see what I'm working with? It's exhausting.
Well, I didn't
every
hear
day.
what you said, which is why I asked you to say what you said.
Yeah. Okay. I like it less. It looks cooler on the 2D mini because its head is just a completely different color. I remember this now.
All right.
Great. We had a kitty fight. Well, a kitty chatter session. Okay.
Oh, somebody left the Discord server. Halo ownage. You just joined and now you've left. Whatever.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Let's see.
No one in the comments has complimented me on my stunning eyelash application, so
I think it's incredible.
I'm just going to keep holding this up until someone says something nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the one I painted.
Yeah, you did a good job, but I don't like it.
Come on, that looks pretty good. Julie doesn't like zombies. One of my favorite zombie minis, right here. This guy holding his own arm. What is that? This is a zombie brute. This is a Pathfinder. He hits you with his own arm. Tell me that's not awesome.
That's not awesome.
All right, zombies are put away.
Thank you. All right, we got a couple things left in this box.
All right. Check this out. We got some promos. So we haven't actually received any Dragonland stuff yet.
Oh.
Which has been a little bit of a surprise, but sure. But these are Dragonland's promos. So this I don't know if it's Takis. Is it Takisis or Takisis? I think I've heard it both ways. But this is basically Tiamat. The human version.
Yeah. No, I love that name because I have no idea what it is.
And then
Texas.
Kender are... I thought they used to be kind of like halflings, but now they're kind of like gnomes. And their whole thing, I guess, is they like to steal stuff.
Oh, they look like country folk with her patchwork skirt.
Yeah. Here. I was going to give you this one.
Oh. Bloop. She went for a ride. Okay, this is very cool. She's super shiny, which I would expect for someone cloaked in metal. Her cape is cool. I don't know what's coming out of her back, but it scares me a little bit. It's like she's got snake tails coming out of her back. Ew. Power pose for sure.
Yeah.
She is holding her ground. Some movement to her skirt and cape region, though, which is cool.
Rita Repulsa?
Yes. I think that's what I said to you when we looked at her at first.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I just got her today. Oh, how do you feel about her, Kelly? I think this is very cool, very ornate. A golden maleficent Rita Repulsa.
Yeah. For like a level 20 character or a big bad boss.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. Now, would I throw this and use this as like a bandit stat block? Probably not.
No, please don't. It would undermine all that she's put into her efforts.
What do you think it sounds like when she walks?
Clank, clank, clank.
Kender?
Okay, yeah, I expected these to be like humanoid size and scale, the way they looked on the box, but they are a little bit...
Humanoid is just that.
Oh, human, thank you. I expected them to be human-sized, but they are a little bit smaller. And because they're so small, I mean, the detail on her face is about as good as I see it here. If not better, because it's kind of magnified on camera. And her skirt isn't quite as great as it is on the box. That artwork was a little bit over-promising, what they were able to deliver. So this isn't the best thing that I've ever seen. It's fine. Also, is this like a slingshot on a staff?
Yeah. So mechanically, it's a ridiculously awful weapon.
I bet.
It's so bad, the Hoopak. Yeah. The idea, I think, is awesome. But the stats for 5e of it are just garbage.
Okay.
Like, there's no scenario that you would want to use it.
I'm not sure if this is meant to be a boy or a girl, and I think that's fantastic, but they've got a little bun, and they're wearing cargo pants.
I'm going on an adventure.
I know. I can't quite tell what the hand is doing there. Like, calling out to somebody.
Oh, no.
Yeah, looks to be in distress a little bit. Not sure. The all red, same colored joggy suit, as my mom would have called it, is a little silly.
It's not the same color. Those arms in the pants.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
I don't know why you would have such a little tiny differentiation. Like when we
They're not the best dressers. But these ruffle ruched pants are really something else. I don't know. These are fine. I don't care. Thank you.
Cool. So those are the promo minis.
The Hoopak might be good for golf. Interesting.
Let's see. Yeah.
Kelly, when you said you're putting her with her brother, is that Rita Repulsa's brother? Cool.
All right. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
So we did get some more Dragonland stuff. We don't have any bricks, so we don't have the regular minis. But yeah, let's switch over. Ready? Draconian Warband.
This one looks so cool.
So Draconians are like more dragony, dragonborn kind of.
Got it.
Not like lore-wise, there's whatever, but
Sure.
But that's just generally more monstrous-looking dragonborn kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's switch back.
Fizzban.
Oh yeah. No, this was from the Dragonlance thing, but they were mentioned in.
Is Fizban the late Rita Repulsa's brother?
Oh, is it? I don't know. Fizban had a book that
Right.
Draconians were first mentioned in.
Got it.
But this set is based on like all this art. That's
Sure.
Dragonlance. Yeah.
Got it. Cool.
All right. So this is it's a war band, so you're supposed to get duplicates.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Aurak, Baz, Bozak, Sivak, and Capac mean.
They're quints.
Yeah. All right.
Our friend DM, who alternates with Eric, will regularly name minis or NPCs like Alvin, Brandon, Charlie, because it's easy to keep track of that. So if there weren't two B's and then a K and an S, I would think that was it, like A, B, C, and D. What?
That was mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was Eric's idea.
It's fine. Yeah, but whenever you've got a bunch of monsters that you're playing, you use like alphabetical. This is
Right.
Yeah.
So I was hoping with Aurak and Baz, but then Bozak lets us
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Allison, Bernice,
Yeah. Clarence.
Clara.
Clarice.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. First up, we have an Aurak. Woo! So it's holding fire. I don't know if that means it's like a mage of some sort. Love this cape. This like frill. What do you call this? Fringe.
Yeah. Fringed.
Fringed. Got the draconian. Man, y'all are getting everything.
Yeah. Well, I think it was Kelly who got both of those things.
Oh, okay. Silver dragonkin, bronze dragon. I gotcha. Yeah.
What's K-Pack?
Remember the movie K-Pack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about a banana.
Yeah. I think this is a cool mini. I wish there was like some wash on it, I guess.
Yeah.
But like this is like a 3. Totally like what I would expect.
Sure.
I'm not impressed with it. I'm not disappointed in it.
Yeah. I can get that.
Yeah. All right, now this is Baz. I love how beefy this one is.
Just popping them out.
Sure. Well, anytime I use the word beefy, you usually get excited.
I didn't realize.
This is I like the short cape and the fat body and the scale armor. That's like scales. But again, I wish we had some sort of definition on here that a wash could bring. Can I get that for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like this is cool, but
Yeah, right? I think it fused into the package.
take a closer look at the belly, at the rubber band holding it in.
I couldn't see it!
You've got a knife right there.
Well, you're on this one anyway.
All right, we just did the.
No, you just did this one.
Those are the same.
Well,
Here we go. All right. K-Pack Draconian. This one looks like a rogue. Like it's supposed to be an assassin or something with this crouchy pose. I think that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. And an even shorter cloak. I do appreciate the detail in like the wing texture, and that there's just a little bit of a wash on there, but it's not getting me where I want it to go.
I love this pose.
Yeah, the pose is awesome.
Yeah.
You get such like a snaky like feel.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Posture matters in character development.
Is this the same? No, this is
This is
Bozak. So Bozak, Potbelly alert. Look at that. With the finger up? No. My child.
He's about to open a Doctor Strange portal.
Oh, yeah.
He's a magic Potbelly alert.
I think this armor is really cool with like how it sticks out around like the collar.
Yeah. Like a frilled lizard.
Yeah. I think that's really neat. Yeah.
I love this.
This is another one. I'm satisfied with it. I think the sculpt is great. I really, really like the sculpt for all of these.
Yes.
Those are all great.
Yeah, and if the set, I assume, is what, $700?
Yeah, these
they better be this cool. Yeah, I think the one that I was fighting with a box during is probably my favorite one. The beefy guy.
$45.
All right, that's actually obviously less than I thought.
Oh.
So,
well, if you thought it was 700.
Well, yeah, I thought it was at least 100.
All right. And so the assassin one, there's one of. The first one we looked at, the Aurak, there's one of. The other two, there are two of. And then this guy, Sivak. Woo! This one's large. All the others are medium. I think it's pretty cool. Just like this is the one you just feel like stomping through the battlefield.
I agree.
Just slashing people down.
Yeah.
We've got like full armor. Although, I mean, silver on silver. It is a different silver though. It's like a gray instead of the silver. So that I think I appreciate.
Yeah, almost like iron versus platinum.
Yeah. Ooh, and look at like how deep that is.
Yeah.
Like that's cool. Great sculpts. All of these are excellent sculpts.
Totally agree. Yeah. What kind of weapon is this with like a hammerhead sword?
Oh, fantasy sword.
It's silly.
Yeah, just put those. Oh, there's no box for that. All right. So we have 3, 4, 5 box. We'll save that one. Yeah, I know. We've got a lot.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Maybe we'll chop this up into videos. All right. This is also Dragonlance. Dragon Army Warband. To be fair, we're at an hour.
Oh,
this
sure.
isn't anything nuts. So these are like the human soldiers that sign up to fight for this army.
Okay.
So we've got Dragon Soldier 1, Dragon Army Soldier 1, 2, there we go, 3, Dragon Army Knight 1, 2, and Dragon Army Officer. Here, you take lead over here.
You got it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-bow. That was my dance.
It was great.
Thanks. Fun fact, I wore this shirt to work on Tuesday.
Oops.
No, not oops.
Oh, you didn't also wear it on work today? To work today?
No.
Oh, good.
I wore my zippy shirt, or the gray thing, with a t-shirt. I didn't want to wear the t-shirt on stream.
I appreciate that.
Oh, Decimation. You missed a lot, including plushies.
I'm so glad that you're here, Decimation.
Right now, Julie's about to show you some minis.
Okay. We're going to start with the soldiers. Soldier 1, 2, and 3. Soldier 1 appears to be a woman with a sword and a shield. I love this shield style. Super cool. Very reminiscent of like the turtle shell with the 2 brass knuckle but bone knuckle spikes on it.
Yeah.
Which is not the same as Knuckle Bone, my favorite D&D game. Knuckle Bones. Her pants and her knee pad and her boots are all the same brown. That bums me out. Especially in a set that's only going to have 6 minis, you want them to be well painted.
Yeah.
And her belt.
$45.
Yeah. But I appreciate that she has a beautiful hairstyle that looks like a not white people hairstyle.
Her name is Sasha.
It could be, because she'll slash you up.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Dragon Army Soldier 2. This appears to be another woman with a bit of a mom haircut, but I'm not judging her for that. Yeah, they're in an army, so they're going to be wearing the same clothes, but an expensive set of 6 minis, and nobody put any detail into the pants. Kind of bums me out, but this longsword is awesome. Awesome. So awesome that I couldn't even finish that thought / word. Very cool. And number 3 appears to be a dude with a beard, and he has the distinct, like rounded hair in the front, like bangs of someone from a comic, like a Sunday newspaper comic that I will think of later. Anyway, good pose. He's squatting in a hilarious way. I continue to love the shield. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, this is fine. Sure.
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
Draconians?
Yeah.
The box we just did?
Yeah.
So these are some Draconians from Fizzbands.
Oh.
Yeah. But these don't have that kind of Civac whatever names.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is kind of... These are like...
Beefy boy.
Yeah, like dragon color. Like
Yeah.
green. So I don't know what the relation is here.
Hmm.
But
These look cool.
yeah, these are cool minis.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show you. These are from the Fizzband set. Okay.
Great. Okay. Continuing on with the dragon army, we're going to do the knights now. This is 4 and 5 of 6. You know, they're all wearing coordinating clothes, which I think is cool. That speaks to the, I don't know, I guess the spending budget that this military has if everybody can wear the same matching clothes. These people at least have, are those shin pauldrons? What are those called? Shin guards?
Greaves? Sabatons?
Sabotant. Yeah, 2 different poses, which makes,
It happens.
which makes it helpful to distinguish them on the table, especially because they have helmets on. So, axe.
I love a variation like that.
He absolutely does, and I appreciate it as well. And
Yeah, I think those look cool. I love a whole army. Because obviously these are like dragon themed. So if you know like specifically what they're for.
yeah,
But you could use these as like a city guard.
True.
Maybe for like a bad guy city or something.
well, yeah,
But they're easy to plug and play
yeah.
as like a complete set.
I completely agree with you. All right, and then the last one, which is the Dragon Army Officer. Just wanted to get... Yeah. I think for...
Get over there.
I'm walking here.
Look, what's he yelling?
Fight!
Oh, that's good.
I don't know. I think they do a good job kind of leveling up the armor. They labeled these appropriately, which I would expect from a Dungeons and Dragons mini creator, that they garb their people appropriately. But I think this is a cool set. It builds on itself very well. It's cohesive, like Eric was saying. You know that this is going to be the boss dude because he's got a very distinct face and is yelling at other people and commanding them as opposed to the others who are just kind of standing there. Why are officers always bald? That's a great question. I wish I had an answer for you. We could put a wig on him. We could put eyelashes on him. Yeah. This is good. They needed more paint on him.
Yeah. I completely agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
Okay. This is also Dragonlance.
Hey.
This is the Calaman Military Warband. So I don't know if these are like the good guys because they're wearing like bright blues and silvers instead of darker colors.
The heroic colors, yeah.
Yeah. But we have Calaman Military Soldier 1, 2, and 3. And Military Knight 1, 2, and Officer. So you get an exact mirror
Sure.
of the others. All right. Picking a random one, because I don't remember what order. 4 of 6 Calaman Knight. Ooh. Where are we at?
Ooh.
The shield is super cool. That's a really good face, especially for being hidden, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe it was painted
Between the
before
helmet and
assembly.
shield, yeah.
I like that the pants are like kind of creamish.
Mm-hmm.
There's a kind of a weird shape for this.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, I mean, this looks like a good guy hero kind of. You could use this as a guard.
Yep.
I mean, this is an easy fix right there with the heat gun.
Yeah.
You could use this as a player character in a
Definitely.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, this just looks like a good person.
I think the wood detail, like the actual wooden planks
yeah.
on the shield, is a really nice touch.
I agree. Okay, this is 5 of 6 Calaman Knight. So we've got another floppyitis. Got a good. I like the pose. It's like actively swinging.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Good detail across the board.
Yeah. Face is maybe a little.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like it looks like the sides of the helmet have skin color on them.
That happens a lot.
I know, but
yeah. So far, I'm thinking this is a good set.
Sure.
Like a generally 4 out of 5.
Sure.
Like I'm happy with it. Let's see if that stays though. Might not. Calaman Soldier, 3 of 6. Again, floppy spear, easy to fix. But this is where you're gonna start to lose me. This is so flat.
Yeah. Freddie Prinze Jr. deserved better.
I mean, that facial hair is pretty good.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but this looks like if I'm painting a mini and I'm just blocking out colors.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like kind of the underpainting.
Yeah. And just the same. So this one, like this one, I would probably put it at 2 out of 5. So it's not horrible, you know, but I am disappointed. And by the way, if you ever want to see our actual reviews, check out fryminis.com/minimetrics, or just click it up at the top, and you can see all of our ratings in a huge, cool Excel database, and along with information on how we rate minis. Mm-hmm. That's a good face, I think.
Yeah. Good expression.
Yeah.
Slight one raised eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's even got his little bag for lunch money.
Aw.
After the war.
Aw. To buy himself a milk on the way home.
Yeah, but like that, this is all the same.
Yeah, that bums me out.
And like in that middle section there probably should be blue, right? Like that would be the shirt, assuming this is like a vest.
Oh, yeah.
So little stuff like that. Still a good mini, but not. Yeah. Okay. Calaman Soldier, 1 of 6. I like that her face is so round.
I agree.
This spear is a little janky. Mm-hmm. Again, another easy fix though.
Is that a spear? Glaive?
Glaive maybe. I don't know. This pole weapon.
Pole weapon. Okay.
Brian Daly, thanks for hanging out. Go paint your mini, please, and thank you for the shout out.
Enjoy dinner. So glad you came.
Yeah. Check the recap. But again, these shields are all excellent.
Yeah.
If I graded these minis on the shields, 5 out of 5.
Yeah. That's not a spear. It's more like a bow.
Oh. Always a hater.
That way.
Always a hater.
Well, it's so bent.
Okay, Calaman Officer. I think you're gonna like this one a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's got a great haircut.
Yeah, I like the 2-tone armor. I think that's interesting.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to see on camera. It just looks like the shine. But you're right.
Yeah. However, disappointing that everything else is that same brown.
It looks like she was fighting off Predator and walked through mud.
Yeah.
And then put on chest
And the
armor.
sword is just silver.
Yeah.
And this is just black.
Yeah.
So I think this could have been a really good mini.
Yeah.
But we're let down by the paint job.
But an officer who isn't bald, so that's something.
Yeah. Well, she's a lady with short hair. So that's like basically, you know,
Yeah.
in the lady
They're
scale.
always real aggressive.
Yeah.
Like Maria Hill.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
End of list.
Yeah. I think this has a good set. Would I run out and buy this set for $45? Probably not. Out of all the war bands we've looked at today so far, that would probably be my last place.
It's the least interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to save that other one for you.
Thank you.
Okay. So here we go. So including this one, there's 3 more still. This is a big box.
Very. We're good.
All right. This is Voices of the Realm Band of Heroes. So this is a new, as I understand it, this is a new collection, and this features, and I'm not using their language here, but this is like diverse characters, because a lot of characters, especially with the earlier stuff, they're all white, and a lot of these are not all white.
Love it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. Well, here, I open it, I give the intro, how about you take it?
All right.
I can get this.
Okay. Oh, this is a wizard, 5 of 6, and she...
Here,
She appears to only have one complete arm. Great. Awesome. Cool representation.
Mage
I like
hand.
that. Love the idea of a mage hand. I think her eyes are painted in a way that wasn't necessarily meant to look like that. The paint job is a little bit boring. You know, it's got some color differentiation, but all the browns are the same brown. But yeah, I like seeing a non-white character. And that she's missing an arm. Cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's not just skin color with these.
Absolutely. Ranger. Oh, wow. Okay. This ranger is so cool.
Oh, that face paint.
Yeah. The face paint is awesome. What might be a unibrow, but a really cool one. Beautiful hair.
What's with the leg pose?
The leg pose is a little, I can't tell kind of what's meant to be bent and what
Sure, yeah.
wasn't meant to be bent, but kind of is. I think that's a midriff and not a belt, but I can't.
I think it's a belt. I think it sticks
Well,
out.
that's a paint problem, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it protrudes.
You're right. It does protrude.
I mean, it's a different color than the skin.
Okay, it's hard to tell on.
Yeah, but if you look up here.
Sure. Okay, great. But that means that her bow and her skin are the same color. So.
The arrow, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. So that's disappointing, but very cool. And it looks like she has a different hair texture. It almost looks like she has kind of short locks, maybe. Great.
Yeah, and she's got feet.
She does have feet that are, you know, we all try, but super cool armor. I would love to wear something like this. I think it's super fun, especially knowing that that's a belt. Paladin. Number 4. Yeah. Looks good. Another one arched eyebrow.
Yeah.
Seeing 2 bald black characters with beards and arched eyebrows in a row feels a little on the nose, maybe. Like, I don't know. But
I like his skirt.
yeah, this leathery skirt looking thing, kind of a stamped woven
warm.
leather. It does look warm. Yeah, all the silver is the same color, but his scarf is different from his skin. I think his scarf and his utility belt might be the same fabric color, but yeah, not bad.
Yeah. I like it, and just holding a weapon. I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I know any minis that are holding it like that.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good pose. Yes, love her ponytail. Druid, 2 of 6.
So I believe this is actually, and the other ones probably are too, but I believe this is based on some circle of the one of the circle, or I think in one of the books, she's like sitting on the ground with like some puppies.
That sounds familiar to me. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I like this mini a lot. I love her hair texture. That's beautiful. I like that on both of these so far, they've had like almost retro fantasy futuristic. Like, I don't really know what's happening with these raised bits on her thigh. It just looks like a really cool design choice that's just different from a regular old legging. And then there's a little bit of that going on here too, that this doesn't look like, oh, maybe they are belts around her torso. Obviously there's light brown belt, but I can't tell if this is meant to be just like textured leather. Her pauldron has cool texture to it. Oh, you know what? I think those are never mind. I think those are straps for her chest armor. But cool swirly details there. Pretty good face. I'm not sure if this is like a errant paint on her nose. It's hard to tell really what it is.
I think it's makeup.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, kind of plain. Cool mini, not the best paint job. You want to do any of those?
No, I'll get the...
All right. Okay, this is Warlock, 6 of 6. This Warlock is holding a skeleton of a lizard?
Oh, skeleton, I don't know.
Unclear. Their mouth doesn't seem to exist. They look like eyeballs, and then like when Deadpool gets his mouth fused shut, and also his nose. So, not the best sculpt there. Beautiful detail on this coat. Once again, with kind of that ribbed leather almost. Beautiful leopardy kind of, well, no, they're not leopard spots, but fun detail just to have. I've never seen someone cradling a skeleton before, so I can appreciate that. This is very beautiful. Could use some more color, just like everything else, but super fun jacket. And I wish that their face got more detail and attention. All right, last one in this set is a fighter, 1 of 6. I rarely see black dwarves.
Yeah.
So, in minis. And so, great. Love to have that on the table. The gold looks really beautiful against this red and their black hair. That the gold isn't totally all the same, that there's at least some detailing here, kind of. Yeah, not the best. Could use a little more. But the gold beads in their beard, I like. Yeah, pretty good. For pre-painted minis, I think these are done pretty well. The fact that there's such diversity of skin color and hair texture delights me. So I'm going to love this. I think this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the set.
Yep.
Okay, so don't worry. So this is something else. This is a new thing. Adventure in a Box Goblin Camp. It's got a bunch of minis and like a map. We're gonna do a standalone video for this. We're gonna not undo the unboxing for this right now. But we've got one more that is Julie's favorite. All right. Do you wanna?
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. It's a mimic colony. I love them so much. To date, one of my favorite minis, and we have so many that it's getting difficult to say my favorite or even one of my favorite, but one of my favorite minis is the Mimic Outhouse. And when we looked at, checked the box like Eric was saying earlier to see that there was nothing like surprise or wait to reveal or anything like that, when we looked through the box and I saw this is my favorite thing that's ever happened to me. I'm so excited to look at it. It's not frogs. I mean, it's not frogs, but it's amazing. I'm really, really thrilled about it. So
the wash bin.
The wash bin was really good. Yeah.
And then this is the outhouse.
Yeah. That it had an actual door that opened. And that blue tongue and all the color in it. That's,
very, very cool.
Once again, this is like the cool D&D stuff that keeps me interested in this hobby. Okay. This... I did it! Okay. Here... Here is the set that we're going to look at. Look, they're all called Mimic.
I know.
It's wonderful. Okay. I'm going to save the best for last, obviously.
Oh, okay. Ba-dum-bum. Boom. Wiggle, wiggle. I'm dancing on the screen. Wiggle, wiggle.
All right. Once again, they're all called Mimic. So, you know, whatever. Look at this potted plant Mimic.
That one has a name.
I'm sorry. This is called a juvenile Mimic. This is the one that has a name. I'm sorry. I lied to you. There are 4 that are just called Mimic. There's 1 juvenile and 2 giant. I speed read, and I did it poorly. Okay, this is a juvenile mimic. Got 2 of the outhouse. Good for you, Kelly.
I like her hair.
I love her hair. It's beautiful. And I thought that these yellow, those are eyes. So she's got eyes all the way around.
Yeah.
I love this. Yeah. This is amazing. I love this. All right, so that was our juvenile mimic.
This has a name too.
Yes, I corrected myself. This actually is one of 4 mimics. This is 2 of 7, actually. This is a barrel mimic in a way that I've never seen before. Sometimes I forget that mimics aren't just like gross mouths, but that they have tendrils. Proboscis. Anyway.
No, there's just, they have a name for the attack.
This is a nice spin on a barrel. I'm used to seeing it sliced in half and, a mouth like that, as opposed to this kind of sideways football-y kind. The teeth are terrifying. They're long and misshapen. This thing is like bursting out of the barrel. Pseudopod, thank you. I can't wait to get this set. I totally agree with you, Kelly. Run, don't walk. This is amazing. Look at the little, it's almost like an octopus trapped in a barrel, So many eyes. Hi, Tim.
What?
It is so late for you, Tim.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're here.
I do have a comment on this one.
Go ahead.
So, is generally kind of similar to the barrel. I'll just have them on the screen. To the kind of like the barrel style. Mm-hmm. I love the back hole.
I agree.
Yeah. Of the other WizKids things.
Okay.
And so, complaint that it's not the end of the world, but a complaint that I have that I see lots of other people talk about is WizKids doesn't make the non-mimic version of these things. So you can't put it on the map without knowing it's a mimic, unless you're using like other minis, but then it's going to stand out. So then you're in a position where you have to like swap it out, or you just have a barrel and your party's like, oh, I'm looking through the room. Oh, I opened the barrel. Blah!
Sure.
And then you put it out. So I wish there were just like items.
Sure. Makes sense. All right. So that was Mimic. We have gone through 2. There are 5 more. This is what I'm used to seeing as a Mimic.
Yeah. Classic.
It's a chest. It's in the new D&D movie that Eric got us advance tickets for, which I'm very excited about. But unfortunately, it's not at my favorite theater, which is the Alamo, which is where I get a milkshake. But we'll go.
Yeah.
I've seen this 100 times before.
I like the tongue.
I like the tongue. I think you have to include a Mimic chest.
Yeah, because you could be new. You could be new.
Exactly.
And not have the chest. Yeah.
Totally. But to me, this isn't all that special.
Yep.
But it's very well done.
Yep.
This.
I love this one.
Terrifying. You sit and you have no way of knowing that you're about to get pseudopoded.
Well, and that's like an arm?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's horrifying.
Because it looks like it's like crawling out of the chair.
It looks like it's crawling out of the chair, but also it could be one of those sticky hands that you get in a quarter machine that get fuzzy and you can't use them after a while. Yeah. But if it's sticky-handed you around your waist and then like strapped you to the chair and you had to fight to get out, so scary.
Oh yeah, you're like auto-restrained.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really clever. Another reason that I love this.
I love it when they come with hairs.
I know. That's what I'm like. I think it's plastic slivers.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. We've got 3 left.
And they're all bangers.
They are all bangers.
Yeah, I'd say go that one.
Okay. Oh, it's a chest. They put a chest in our Mimic set.
Wardrobe.
It's a wardrobe. This is called Giant Mimic, by the way. This is 6 of 7.
Wait, it's a Mimic.
Who could have thought?
Oh no.
I know.
You thought you were going to get a cloak of protection. But instead you
got
get a
mimicked.
Cloak of teeth.
Cloak of teeth and big wet tongue.
Yeah, but look, like those eyes, because just this one's so much bigger, so it just looks more menacing because they were able to do like those wrinkles on it.
Yeah.
So it turns it from like a cute mimic into a scary mimic.
Yes. It is menacing. It's no longer a menace. It is menacing. And those are different.
I love it how they inset the tongue like that.
Yeah.
They did that on the outhouse one too. And I love the opening doors. Like, you don't need to do that, but it's so fun.
I totally agree.
Yeah. So.
And that the doors are warped a little bit, so you can kind of know that something funky is happening.
Yeah.
But maybe you're just about to meet a lion and a witch Okay. This is the second best one in this set of 7. So second best. This is just called Mimic, and it is 3 of 7. Look at that table mimic! I have never... The chair is incredible.
Yeah, imagine you sit at the chair, which is at the table.
Yeah, you go into like an officer's room, and this is kind of their desk or their little like meeting table. And this is what you get. This one also has plastic hair on its tongue.
Some of the minis do have normal versions because look at this dusty thing. But look.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Same little nubs and everything.
Yeah. I don't know why this one's so dusty.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if this one was like still not dry or something when I put it away.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is exactly what I mean.
The barkeeper laugh, we laugh. The bar.
Yeah. That's a classic joke.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with it. But I'm just noticing the eyeballs on this table.
Yeah.
And what a creative, clever way to do this. Whoever designed the set, and I assume it was one brilliant person, I would like to send you an extra $10 for your work here.
Do you get, Kelly, though? The barkeeper laughed. We laughed. The table laughed. Because the table's mimic.
Oh, we killed the table.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love the gradient on that tongue. That is
I
phenomenal for I think that's great for a human paint, like a regular painted, but
Yeah.
phenomenal for a pre-painted.
Agree. And then it's got multiple sets of eyeballs, and it's still ripping apart here.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the best one. So please take a moment to mentally prepare yourself.
Wow, 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 wow.
This mini alone made me want to send the creator an extra $10. So now
Again,
it's become $20.
Okay.
It's a bearskin rug mimic, y'all. This is the other giant mimic in the set. This is 7 of 7, and I would give it a 12 out of 10 because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks ratty and gross like a bear pelt rug that no one really takes care of. And then it's a mimic. It's coming to life. It has replaced the bear paw with its own terrifying lizard or bird-like mimic hand. It's got eyes where the bear's eye holes maybe kind of should be. It's not the best painted thing in the world, but I don't even care. This, again, is like the creativity that I love in this game. This is amazing.
This one's extra creepy to me because I don't think of a mimic as having hands.
I agree. So that we're seeing them a lot.
Yeah, there's pseudopod thing here. So that this one is such a formed up hand. Even the chair one is still kind of just like a little nubby thing.
It has distinct fingers.
Sure. But the big one, you can see like the knuckles.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that the eyes don't match exactly on the bear eyes to reinforce how just like, no, that's the shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
That there are eyes coming out of the arm.
Yep.
This is incredible. I love this. Yes, this would have me interested in Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very, very cool.
Mic dropped.
Okay. So I know that was a lot.
Yeah.
We'll get the scores done here in the near future. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow's our last day to vote for the fan favorite. Join us at discord.gg/FryMinis. There's a link in the description. You go in there, go down to the Spud Club area, and you vote. You just click it. It's very, very simple. Vote for our winners, our fan favorite winners.
There's some amazing minis in there.
Yeah.
Including decimations.
Honestly, this contest keeps getting harder and harder for us to judge because the entries just keep getting better and better. Yeah. And I sincerely mean that.
I mean that, and also people know how to play to my adorableness factor.
That is something we are considering about people gaming the system a little bit, knowing.
Look, I'm here for a good time, not a judgy time.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody, I know this has been a minute, so thank you. I wish we could say, we're going to be right back in it with all our normal content, but it's still a busy time. We've got a vacation coming up at the end of the month, which is great. It's my grandma's 80th birthday. We're going to go visit her in Michigan. And then in the next month, I've got a big work event that I'll be out for a week. So it's... We're not going away, though. FryMinis is still here.
Yeah.
Just, but join us over at Discord if you're not there. That's where we're most at. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks so much. Good to see you. Thanks
And
for hanging out.
And thank you to WizKids for sending all this stuff over.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, bye.